What's up, DC Nation? Welcome to the video on the Joker War. And today we're checking out Red Hood Outlaw number 48. Where is Red Hood, Jason Todd, been in this whole event? What is he doing? And how does he factor into this? And how is this issue leading into Nightwing number 73 with the ending of how Nightwing, or Dickie Boy, the son of the Joker now, pretty much lured Tim Drake and Jason Todd to go help him. Even though Dickie Boy is actually on the Joker's side and Batgirl's the one in trouble. Now, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll link in the description below. I'll link actually all the Joker War videos. You can check out the playlist below so you get all caught up. So I'm not going to explain everything that happened up to this point. You can go check it out down below. But if you guys are ready, let's get started with this issue. So how this issue starts out is we see Red Hood. He's driving through Gotham, right? And this title of this issue is actually called An Untold Tale of the Red Hood, just in time for the Joker War crossover. And what we see is Red Hood. He's driving through Gotham City. It explains that this whole city has been morphed into a different darker city, right? Like, Gotham's already a bad place. Because, guys, let's talk about this. Gotham's not the place you want to live at all. Like, if you're thinking about the living in a place, Gotham's like the last place you want to go. But now it's even worse because the Joker now has all these gangs all pretty much throughout the streets just killing people, and they have clown masks, they're working for him, and also there's Joker mobiles, there's Joker planes. So it's like, imagine the worst gang, like think of it, the worst gang, the worst criminal, but now they have all the money of Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. That's pretty much what this is. Joker got all the money of Batman, he's a billionaire, and he's using it to pretty much run Gotham City. And Red Hood says that this is all the Joker's fault. And what he sees is actually civilians getting attacked by these clowns, right? And Red Hood shoots the guy, but it actually doesn't kill him. He's like, hey, Batman's say, Batman's rules. So it's just rubber, pretty much rubber bullets. He shoots the guys, and the civilians are like, hey, it's a bad person. They can't leave us here. And Red Hood's like, nope. He drives away, leaves him there with all these gangs. You're probably like, nah, that's kind of cold blood, right? But this is Red Hood. And he's like, I'm not like Batman. I'm not saving everyone. I'm on a timetable because these clowns are actually going after me. And the clowns say, eyes on Red Hood, will follow and wait for orders. Another clown who's with the Joker somewhere else says, great, I'll hand the phone over to him and sell him. And that's when he tells Joker, hello? Damn. He's like, boss? And you see Joker, he's hovering over this guy with a pizza box, and he just has a pizza slice in his hands. It's pretty savage. But this clown says, boss, and Joker's like, this better be good, Fenwick. And the clown's like, who is Fenwick, Mr. Joker? And Joker says, oh right, he was a faceless minion I killed this morning, Slice. And that's the other clown's name. And Slice says, I'm good. Someone spotted Red Hood. We'll move in when he has stopped. And Joker says, it's adorable how ambitious you are, Stat Man. And that's when Slice says, who is? And that's what Joker says, but I have my best woman on the job, right? And that's when Punchline walks in from the shadows. She says, always. So we see that Punchline is pretty much the best person for the job that Joker's pretty much using, right? But we shift and we see Red Hood showing up to Ma Gunn's house, alright? And he's monologuing, he's saying, Ma Gunn's school for wayward boys, the original. After Mom died and Dad went to prison and I got nicked for stealing Batman's wheels, literally, this place was home. Hasn't gotten nicer with age. And we see Red Hood just park his motorcycle outside, and he continues the monologue. He says, recently, it was a hideout for the Outlaws, which is him, Artemis, and Bizarro. And he says, when they got stuck into another dimension, literally, I locked the place up and said my final goodbye. And then he continues to say, or so I thought. He kicks down the door, goes into Ma Gunn's pretty much school, and he says that, funny, I actually escaped death, but one life later, the past keeps dragging me back. I was dropped here as a foster kid, sponsored by a billionaire playboy, because that happens every day. So he comes up to like this fridge, right? And this reminds him of one of his first interactions with Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. And what we see, guys, is he says, back then I had no idea if Bruce Wayne was Batman. To me, he was just some dude. And you see him opening a refrigerator, right? And back then when he was a little kid, he's like, dude. And that's when Bruce Wayne's like, Jason. And Jason says, scare a kid to death. Don't you have your own mansion somewhere? And Bruce says, at least one. But truth be told, I don't like to eat alone. And that's when Jason says, look, I appreciate that you put in a word with child services. I don't even mind this hellhole. But I'm not really looking for a friend right now, Mr. Bruce Wayne. And Bruce says, nor I, but I can use a sandwich. And Jason says, see, nor I. Exactly why I can't be friends with a billionaire. And Bruce says, not trying to convince you otherwise. I got you accepted in Ma Gunn's home. Just want to make sure you're happy. And Jason says, oh, MG, so happy I could squeak. And that's when Bruce says, ta-da. And that's when Jason says, okay, I'm impressed. Thought you had a chef to do all this for you. Pretty much Bruce baked a really delicious sandwich. Like, guys, it looks amazing. I would eat that sandwich. If I was Jason, my guy, don't cut it up into slices. I'll eat that whole thing. Like, come on, I want a Bruce Wayne. Actually, no, take Alfred, bro. Like, Alfred would be great, making all these meals for you. Like, he makes the best meals. Like, that'd be perfect. But continuing, what we see is then Bruce says to Jason Butler, actually, you'll meet him someday, I'm sure. Like, Jason better meet Alfred, like he does in the comics. But that's when they just enjoy a very great moment. Them just eating the sandwich, laughing, and Jason says, the first night I met Bruce, he was dressed as Batman. He could have took me to a police station, to a precinct, because I was stealing stuff. But instead, he took me out for a burger. We ate on the hood of the Batmobile. People who don't know Batman assume he's just an asshat. But underneath all the masks he wears, he cares. And you see a really nice moment between Bruce and Jason. And I actually really like this moment, guys. Mainly because, like, Bruce and Jason, they actually have a really good relationship, and not a lot of people see that. They just say, oh yeah, Bruce didn't save him. Jason became Red Hood. Red Hood came back. It's a really interesting storyline. Yeah, it is. But it's also really cool that you see Jason innocent. Like, yeah, he's not definitely innocent in, like, the past, but he's way more innocent than he is now. You see him with Batman and them just laughing. It's definitely the best moment in the issue, and I feel like it really hits the emotional moments and really starts off this issue on a pretty good note. I'll have to say that. But what we see next, guys, is these clowns are outside Ma Gun's home. And they say, oh, we're watching him. And they say, who is he talking to? And you see Jason Todd, he's just inside there and like, who cares? And like, this is enough. Boss said all hands. He don't look like much to me, right? And all these clowns just started to go forward to Ma Gun's home, about to kill Jason Todd. But we know Jason's not gonna die. Like, come on, he survived death once. Why would he die again? And that's when we see Jason, and he's like, there we go. And he hits a self-destruct and pretty much button inside Ma Gun's home, so this thing's gonna go up in flames very soon. And he says in 5 minutes this whole place will be come down around their ears. So he knows those clowns are outside. And he says, of course I know they're out there. I made sure they follow me. Do I feel bad about sacrificing this building in order to crush as many of them as I can at once? Not at all. This place was a front for a criminal empire taking advantage of kids. Finally, this place can do some good. I promised Bruce I wouldn't shoot anyone within the city limits with live ammo. He can't blame me if these minions are passed out on the floor when the building goes boom. Showtime. So you see Red Hood, he looks really dope. He has like pretty much swords, guns, he has a great costume. And you see all these clowns start coming in, you just start shooting. You see a double page spread, looks awesome, guys. And you see pretty much words like crash. And these clowns are just getting shot in the head, killed. And they're saying like, he can't kill all of us. And Red Hood's like, I don't have to. A rubber bullet for a .45 is still going to leave a mark. And he just starts shooting them, taking them out, and they're like, for the boss, for Joker. But these clowns are like risking their life for the Joker, and it's not, like, you should expect to get out of this. Like, if you're a clown and you're going against Batman, you at least be like, you know what, I'm not gonna die. He has this no-kill rule. No, you're going against Red Hood. This guy will shoot you in the face, he'll take off your whole head. Like, it's Red Hood, he don't have no boundaries. Like, why would he? But what we see is they keep fighting, right? And this page is actually really good, guys. Like, the artwork here is amazing. He keeps shooting, and that's what a whole minute passes. And he says, am I being too harsh? No, they're following Joker of their own free will, I've heard. And that's when he hears a sound above. He's like, that sound before. Where is it coming from? He hears it up on the rooftop. He's like, no, it can't be. And that's when he starts walking up. And he's like, it is a sound I'll never forget. The sound of metal on flesh and bone. I heard it again and again the night I died. The night I was murdered by the Joker. He starts to walk up, you see Punchline. And she's just hitting somebody, guys, with this crowbar. And he says, son of a. And you see on the ground, we see Duella Dent, which is the Joker's daughter. She's just bleeding. And this girl named Punchline was the new girlfriend of the Joker. She's been made in the Joker War books. And she says, Red Hood, isn't it? You look both disappointed and mortified. You were expecting someone else? And Red Hood just thinks his mind. No idea who this lady is, but the teenager, Duella Dent. And Duella Dent says, Red Hood, help me. And he says, calls herself Joker's daughter, but it's a lie. She's crazy, mixed up, homicidal maniac, but even she doesn't deserve this. Like, he knows, like, getting hit by a crowbar, that's pretty messed up. And then she Punchline says, my name is, and Red Hood's like, no interest, you're doing Joker's big, and that makes you good as dead. But before you get attacked Punchline, that's when Nightwing swings in, Dickie Boy. And he has like a mask on so Red Hood doesn't know who he is. And he comes and he's like, then what does that make me? Super duperly dead? Haha. And Red Hood says, oof. He just gets hit back into the wall and he says that voice. I recognize it. But Red Hood can't piece it together. He can't be like, man, that voice, wait, is that Dick? No, he doesn't piece it together in time. And that's when Dicky Boy goes above him. He's like, I'm really going to have to insist you stand up, Jason. I already beat you to death on the floor once before. It'd be so tacky to repeat myself. But memories, right? Ha. And that's what Red Hood says. What's the matter, Joker? Afraid to fight me alone? And you see that pretty much Dicky Boy is actually not speaking with his own voice. It's actually just the Joker. The Joker is pretty much speaking through him. So it's pretty much like a Joker and Red Hood fight each other, but Joker is pretty much talking through Nightwing's mind. It's kind of confusing. It not really makes sense. It's kind of a weird part of this book, but there's still an awesome fight to be had here. Now they keep fighting. Dicky Boy then kicks Red Hood. Red Hood barely dodges, and Dicky Boy says so fast that not that little boy I killed so well, but I picked this minion for a reason, Jason. You might say he spent a lifetime training for this opportunity. So Joker picked Nightwing because he's been training with Batman all his life. Well, most of his life, right? And that's when Red Hood's like, this is why you shouldn't use brainwashed dupes. And that's when Dicky Boy says, great advice. That's when Red Hood looks, takes out a sword, starts going against Dicky Boy, and Dicky Boy says, I'll put in my diary right after I kill my daughter and my son today. And that's when he keeps attacking. He's like, too much? And Red Hood says, it's fine, your boy here let his guard down. And that's when he slashes at Dicky Boy, which he doesn't know is Dick Grayson, and Dicky Boy says, oh, so glad I didn't feel that. And that's what Red Hood says. All I need is an address, Joker. I'll happily deliver the beatdown person. But that's when he kicks Red Hood in the face. He almost goes to the ground. And Dicky Boy says, what a polite young man you grew up to be, despite my best efforts. That's when Red Hood punches back. And he's like, I get you hate me, but why the girl? Why your daughter? And this isn't actually the Joker's daughter. This is just Duella Dent, right? But that's when Dicky Boy says, when I want to spawn, I'll ask Bruce out on a proper date. Which I found is actually really funny. Guys, like, think about this line. When I want to spawn, which is make children, I'll ask Bruce on a proper date. So, Joker and Batman, they are inseparable, right? Like, both of them have to be alive to keep this rivalry going. Like, if Joker dies, then Batman, well, actually, no, Batman can keep going. But if Batman dies, Joker can't be a criminal anymore. He's like, what's the point? So the fact that he's like, no, we could date, we could do anything. If I'm gonna have children, it'll be the Batman. It's super freaking weird, but it kind of makes sense with the Joker character, right? But what we see next, they keep fighting, right? And pretty much, Dicky Boy just keeps taunting Red Hood. Well, it's not Dicky Boy, it's pretty much Joker taunting him. That's what Joker says. Daddy, I needed to lure you in, make you sloppy, throw you off. And that's when the Joker's daughter says, Jason, and that's when Red Hood says, Duella, I'll get you out of here, I promise. And Punchline that gets the crowbar and hits Red Hood in the back of the head. She's like, too late, Red Hood. In all the excitement, you forgot the self-destruct sequence you started. And that's when Red Hood falls to the ground. And soon he's outside and the whole place blew up. Ma Gunn's whole house has blown up. And Red Hood's like, Duella. He runs in, he's like, please, God, please. And he comes in and holds Duella Dent's body. And she's just there. And it looks like she's dead, right? It's like, wait, they just killed the Joker's daughter. And that's what Red Hood says. He's like, I failed you. That's when he gets a call from Batgirl, and if we guys know, if you remember from Nightwing number 73, it's actually Punchline impersonating Batgirl. And she says, guys, it's me, I need help. And Red Hood's like, Batgirl? And Batgirl says, aka Punchline, the Joker is at the children's hospital. And it continues to say with a bomb that, oh my god, don't, and then the pretty much the line cuts. You can't hear Punchline anymore. And Red Hood says, Batgirl, on my way. And then we hear Drake. So that is pretty much connected. Like, Red Hood got the call, Tim Drake got the call, and they met up with Dick Grayson, right? But that's when Red Hood looks back on Duella Dent. He's like, I let you down, Duella. I'm so sorry. So we ship back to Punchline, we see these clowns, and like, we lost a lot of men back there. And they say, you sure the Joker isn't going to be angry? And Punchline's like, we accomplished our task. But you know him better than I. And that's when he looks at pretty much Dicky Boy. She's like, Dicky Boy Grayson, you tell me. And Dicky Boy says, I guess if he was mad, he would have heard about her, right? My father's never been very shy about expressing his feelings. He continues to say, but you should know, Red Hood can't be obsessive. He's not going to accept she's dead until he finds a body in a wreckage. And that's what Punchline says, already taken care of. He'll no doubt assume the homeless girl's body we left is the Joker's daughter. So the Joker's daughter is actually not dead. They just got a random homeless body, a homeless girl, and just killed her. That's pretty messed up, guys. That's what Dickie Boy says. Well, Joker did encourage collateral damage. Yeah, guys, that's a great line. And Punchline says, yes, but for this moment, I'm trying to focus on yes. That can't be comfortable, little one. That's what she has. Duella Dent's face. Duella Dent is pretty much in a hospital chair or of sorts, or actually it's in like a van. But she says, Punchline says, looking into this face, saying, there you go, child, you did your part today. Though, in all honesty, I probably should have gone over a few of the details first. Oh well, and she starts laughing as they drive away. So guys, pretty much what happened here was, yeah, they pretty much kidnapped Duella Dent, aka the Joker's daughter, and we don't know what they're going to use her for. We'll find out in future issues. But for now, we know this issue connects where Red Hood's been, how he meets up with pretty much Dickie Boy and Tim Drake, and we know about Batgirl and everything else of this situation. The Nightwing comics actually has a lot of stuff to talk about, and if anything, if you want more context on this story itself, check out pretty much the Joker War videos out below, and most importantly, the Joker War videos that revolve around Nightwing. But still, this issue really showcases Red Hood very well. Like, I love it, guys. Like, the artwork looks amazing, especially like the action sequence where he's just shooting down clowns. Like, that was just so dope. And Punchline, even though she's not in it a lot, she's still pretty good. I actually do like Punchline as a character. I know a lot of people are like, I don't care about her. She's just another girlfriend. But for now, she has promise. Like, I feel like she has potential, and we'll see how her character develops in her own one-shot coming in November. Now, for Duella Dent, never been one of my favorite characters, but she is showcased well here. And, of course, Dickie Boy being there, just fighting off against Red Hood, speaking as the Joker. That was a great scene, and this whole issue was well done, especially the scene between Bruce and Jason the Flashback. That was just an amazing scene. So yeah, guys, a pretty solid tie-in for the Joker War, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I recommend, it's not one of the best issues of the Joker War, it's not an awesome issue, but it's still a pretty solid issue that has some really great moments. But guys, in the comments section below, tell me about this issue. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think about how Red Hood was pretty much read in? And do you think this connects pretty much Red Hood's involvement with the whole Nightwing Joker War tie-in issues? Do you think they connected pretty well? Do you like this whole Joker War event? Tell me all your thoughts and opinions down below. And guys, like the video, give a big thumbs up. New channel, make subscribe to my next Joker War video. I'll be releasing Joker War videos at least once a week, guys. There's so much Joker War tie-ins. There's also a main book in Batman. So if you just subscribe now and hit the notification bell, you'll be getting Joker War videos weekly. So you don't want to miss out on that. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.